Now Fox 54's Top Teacher. Sponsored by Calhoun Community College. Now Fox 54's Top Teacher. Sponsored by Calhoun Community College.
This educator we're about to meet sparks fly in his classroom. Literally, he's an agri-science teacher in Lawrence County and was nominated by one of his students who says he inspires future farmers and ag educators like her. We hear from her and we get to meet this week's Fox 54's top teacher, Jonathan Lehman from Lawrence County High School. Welcome.
Agriculture is just so important to our county, to Lawrence County.
To Jonathan Lehman's class, where sparks fly and students are learning to be hands-on.
So many come into this classroom thinking they can't do these things. They've never had the opportunity to put their hands on tools. They've never had the opportunity to learn the science behind so many agricultural things.
Welding, one of the fun activities in Lehman's agri-science class.
We do wood in first semester. And then we do metal second semester. We also do small engines, and we have a greenhouse that we'll set up in the spring.
He's taught at Lawrence County High School for 4 years, and for a total of 17 years. Lehman says confidence is what sustains students.
Some of them gain so much confidence just by trying it, being successful, and seeing that it's not as hard as maybe they thought it was.
Take Abby Rice, for example.
With Abby is one of those wonderful examples who was quiet, who was shy, who was a little timid to touch anything or to try anything, but just giving her the opportunity, letting her feel successful, she blossomed.
She's now secretary of her school's Future Farmers of America organization and may consider a future in teaching agriculture like Lehman.
When I get older, I thought about being an ag teacher.
Abby says Lehman is there for her inside and outside of the classroom and shows up in a positive way.
Whenever he's in there, he's just always brightening up the mood.
For Lehman, that bright spark to keep his students believing in what they can do in the community around them.
We need more people going into this field, and I get to teach some wonderful hands-on skills that are also being lost, I believe.
Wow, congratulations, Mr. Lehman. What an impact. Check out the moment he was surprised by Abby and listen in on how she says Mr. Lehman helped her open up more in his class. All on Fox 54 Plus. Download on your TV, watch for free, and don't forget to nominate a teacher on fox54.com.
You've been awarded Fox 54 top teacher.
What? Oh my goodness. Thank you, Abby. Wow, that is awesome. I'm so proud of that. Y'all see this? Look at that. Well, man, how on earth did I even get into this? This is great. Man.
You nominated him, right?
Mm-hmm.
You nominated me, Abby? Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Well, Abby is a great student. She's one of my FFA girls, and she's been with me in ag for, this is your third year now, isn't it?
Second.
Second year. So, and she plans to be with me through the rest of her high school career. So I'm real proud of this. Thank you very, very much. This is awesome. So honored. Honored. Jonathan Lehman, Jonathan Layman.
Excellent. And your title here?
I'm the agri-science teacher.
Awesome. How long have you been an agri-science teacher here?
This is my 4th year.
Wow.
So.
And from what I understand, you're born and raised in Lawrence County.
I am born in Moulton, went to school here, graduated from here in 1998.
Oh, wow. That's excellent. So this is home. You've made it home. Why agri-science?
Well, it's ag and agriculture is just so important to our county, to Lawrence County, and to the U.S. We're losing so many farmers, we're losing so many agricultural jobs. I think it's just important to keep our kids rooted in what Lawrence County is about. We have so many farmers around here. Alabama's one of the top cotton producers, chicken and broiler and egg layer producers, and so we need more people going into this field. And I get to teach some wonderful hands-on skills that are also being lost, I believe. So.
Yeah, Abby was just talking about that. I mean, she wants to be an agri-science teacher herself, and she's learning from the source. What do you hope the students walk away with? Right now they're doing welding, but that's one of the many things they do.
That's one of the many things. I believe it's a confidence thing. So many come into this classroom thinking they can't do these things. They've never had the opportunity to put their hands on tools. They've never had the opportunity to learn the science behind so many agricultural things, and some of them gained so much confidence just by trying it, being successful, and seeing that it's not as hard as maybe they thought it was.
And going back to welding, that's what the kiddos are doing today, right?
That's exactly right. And we have a shortage right now in the U.S. of people who can work with their hands with a lot of what used to be considered blue-collar jobs. We're losing so many of the trades, and there's so many opportunities right now for children to learn the trades, to go into that type of profession. There's so many kids even that don't feel like maybe college is for them, or maybe want to go straight into a workforce. These hands-on skills are excellent for them.
And as an educator, why do you think there's a loss of people in the fields of welding, technology, farming? Why do you think there's a loss?
Well, technology has been such a boom over the last 50 years, and people are depending on that so much, but they're forgetting where the actual raw materials come from, and where the things that are in their grocery stores, the things that they take for granted, actually come from. And so people are losing those skills. And also it's difficult in some ways for small town farmers and small town agriculturalists to be successful, but those windows are opening back up for a lot of people. People are looking for that small scale, grass-fed, all these free range things that they're looking for, and there are a lot of successful small scale farmers in business right now.
Excellent, that's so good. Thank you for that vital information.
Yes, ma'am.
Anything else you want to add, perhaps just your impact on the kids and when they leave, because you have, what grades do you teach?
I teach all 9 through 12.
Wow, that's
yes, ma'am.
excellent. Yeah.
So, well, I just think it's a wonderful thing. This is a wonderful opportunity for some kids to gain some courage that maybe didn't have it to begin with. Abby is one of those wonderful examples who was quiet, who was shy, who was a little timid to touch anything or to try anything, but just giving her the opportunity, letting her feel successful, she blossomed. Last year I actually took that quiet little young lady, and she competed in an event called Discussion Meet, where she had to talk, where she had to express her opinions, and so she's come such a long way, and so many of these kids do. From the small, timid students, they actually become students who can help others. I have kids in there right now that are teaching others to weld, they're teaching others to try things and to do things, and they come out of here with so much confidence.
Beautiful, beautiful story. Thank you so much.
Yes, ma'am.
4 years, and I'm just going to capture visuals. Today we take you to a classroom where things get heated. Well, more so in the kitchen. This culinary teacher exemplifies what people say is passionate about cooking, but cooking with her students, because she says food is her love language. Meet this week's Fox 54 top teacher, Amy Huff, from Bob Jones High School in Madison. When you have Amy Huff as your teacher,
not only are we in the classroom,
you get hands-on with tasks you can taste.
but we get to be in the kitchen. All right, kiddos.
Huff teaches culinary hospitality and tourism at Bob Jones High School.
Food is a love language.
She's been teaching here for 2 years, and today, although students are in the kitchen,
Label every cup.
they won't be eating, more so experimenting.
We are doing a science experiment with the conversation candy hearts. We're seeing they're going to put them into different chemicals to see which ones dissolve, which ones are floating, just something different and fun, hands-on.
But here's something students have created that they certainly can eat.
I think my favorite is just being able to make something that puts a smile on other people's faces.
This golf on the green cake made by senior culinary 2 student Caleb Bond. He says the cake and icing made entirely from scratch, thanks to Huff's tutelage.
She teaches us in the kitchen. She really makes sure that we know what we're doing, and she guides us.
And with Mediterranean being his favorite food, Caleb made this Caleb Original, a salad that was part of a competition where they were tasked with creating a custom dish to present to a panel of judges.
To learn culinary art skills and to take what you've learned and take it to your home, that's really an awesome thing.
Principal Sylvia Lambert says it's so much more students learn about. All skills that they can apply beyond the classroom and this kitchen.
Hands-on, seeing kids learn life skills that they can use throughout their lives is just very rewarding.
Oh, I can tell. Well, congratulations, Mrs. Huff. It was a pleasure to meet you. We've got the moment she was surprised as a Fox 54 top teacher. Plus, we hear more from her student Caleb and his career plans after graduating from Bob Jones High School. All this on Fox 54 Plus. Also, nominated teacher on fox54.com.
Hello, may we come into your class? Yeah. Hello. Hey. So we have a very big announcement. Your teacher, Miss Amy Huff, is Fox 54 top teacher. Woo! This is quite an honor, quite an honor. You are very honored to also have Ms. Huff as your teacher. We are very thankful, Ms. Huff, you cultivate such positive relationships with your students. You guys are in culinary, are in hospitality and tourism. So if you end up taking Culinary 1 and Culinary 2, then you too can take part in all of the extracurricular activities, the receptions, all of the wonderful catering events that we do. So I just want to say thank you and congratulations. Yeah.
It's Amy Huff, A-M-I-E-H-U-F-F.
So we got it right on the certificate.
Okay.
Yeah, and what is your title here at Bob Jones High?
I'm the culinary and hospitality and tourism teacher.
Excellent. How long have you been teaching here?
Here is my second year.
Wow, only 2 years? How long have you been teaching in total?
Over 13.
Wow.
Yes,
What
yeah.
brought you to high school and why culinary arts?
I love high school. Actually, over the years, I have taught from Head Start, middle school, elementary, high school, and even the GED program, and I love my high schoolers. Culinary, not only are we in the classroom, but we get to be in the kitchen and hands-on, seeing kids learn life skills that they can use throughout their lives is just very rewarding.
Yes, and why did you choose specifically culinary? That's one of the subjects you teach, correct?
So my degree is in family consumer science, and culinary, I love being in the kitchen. From a little girl, being in the kitchen with my Nana, just learning and being, it's just fun because food is a love language.
That was good. Yeah, it really is. So many people can relate to food. In fact, I heard one of your students mention like a recipe.
Yes.
You know, it's something about food that brings us together. There's unity there. What do you hope your students walk away with when they leave your class? Because what grade levels are these students?
So this is 10 through 12.
Okay, so you teach 10 through 12. And they're 10th graders, all of them?
It's blended.
Ah, nice.
It's blended.
Cool. Yeah, what do you, I mean, they're at different levels of their life in high school. What do you hope they walk away with leaving your class?
Not only just being able to be in the kitchen and to know and to do, but personally, to be good students, good humans when they leave Bob Jones.
And tell me, what are you doing today?
So we are doing a science experiment with the conversation candy hearts. We're seeing, they're going to put them into different chemicals to see which ones dissolve, which ones are floating, just something different and fun, hands-on.
And it'll be ready by Valentine's Day?
So this is a science experiment. So they're going to be checking temperatures. So this is something totally different than what we normally do, just incorporating, you know, science into our classroom today. But Thursday we are making our Valentine brownies.
My name is Caleb Bond, C-A-L-E-B-B-O-N-D.
Bond?
Bond.
And what year are you?
I am a senior.
Congratulations!
Thank you.
And you're in culinary too?
That's correct.
That's the highest level you can go?
Yep.
Apparently you love culinary because you want to do more after high school.
Yes, I'm planning to go to culinary school for college.
And did you want to share where?
Of course, it's in Chicago. It's called Kendall College. It's highly respected. So.
Awesome. What is it about Mrs. Huff class that you love so much that inspired you to want to do culinary as a career?
She gets along well with her students. She teaches us in the kitchen. She really makes sure that we know what we're doing, and she guides us. And she's also very friendly outside of the kitchen, and well, in and outside of the kitchen. But she is just there for us, and it's really easy to talk to her about what we have going on.
Wonderful. And why did you yourself decide that culinary was your career path, your calling, if you will?
So I started cooking at home with my mom for a few years before I came here and started taking cook classes. Then that's kind of when I realized that this is a passion of mine that I really want to take forth into my life outside of high school, and I think I can make a really good career out of it.
Awesome. And what is your favorite aspect of cooking? I heard you talk about baking. Do you like baking? Do you actually like just cooking? What do you like the most?
I think my favorite is just being able to make something that puts a smile on other people's faces.
I felt that one. That was good. That was good. Anything else you want to add, Caleb?
Is this going to like Bob Jones students, or it just general public?
In general, like anything else you want to add? Because this will air on FOX54, our local news station.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. If you don't have anything else, 'cause everything you said was great. Just wanted to make sure you were able to say everything you wanted to.
I'd say if you haven't tried to cook before, you could. I think it's really fun and it's really engaging.
I'm excited to introduce this teacher who's been an educator for 21 years. Yes, you heard right. And from what I also hear, she loves what she does and brings joy to her classroom, which explains her last name. Meet this week's Fox 54's top teacher, Keisha Lovejoy from Rainbow Elementary School in Madison. In this classroom,
we want a winner.
This teacher brings love
Great job.
and joy to her students.
All right,
She's living up to her name, Keisha Lovejoy.
My journey started out as a social worker, and as a social worker, I was in the school system for a lot of my students, my kids with the state of Alabama, and I fell in love with the special education department and their process.
And she's been a special education teacher at Rainbow Elementary School for 21 years.
I've always had a love for children from being a student in church ministries, and then having children of my own, then being blessed with these children in the school system. My love for them just continues on.
And her peers see it. Just ask Principal Quentin Turner.
It is a joy. Like when I first met her, I told her, you got the perfect name, Love and Joy, because she loves what she does, and she does bring joy to this school. So she cares tremendously about her students and their needs. She's well-rounded. She always has a positive attitude. Just a bubbly person, like someone you want to be around all the time, you know.
And that bubbly personality translates into her teaching methods. Sure, she teaches the core subjects, but Lovejoy says social and behavioral skills are important too.
My kids are engaged in a social skills game, and we're learning how to win and lose and to work together to come to the end.
Lovejoy does admit her role comes with challenges, but she says she's equipped for it.
Making sure that all of their needs are met, not just their educational needs, but their mental health needs, their physical needs. You know, sometimes parents can't come through on that end, and I feel like that's my job as their school mom to take care of those needs when they're here with me.
So well-deserved, and yes, she lives up to her name. Congratulations, Mrs. Lovejoy. Check out the moment she was surprised as a Fox 54 top teacher on Fox 54 Plus. Download on your TV, watch for free, and don't forget, nominate a teacher at fox54.com.
Are you okay? Put your glasses on.
I just got a small little headache.
Well, you've been nominated as the Fox 54 top teacher.
Me?
Yes, you.
No way. Thank you guys so much. Who nominated me? What? And y'all are really recording me. No. I don't even know what to do right now. Oh my goodness.
Congratulations.
Like, this is real.
And last name, can you spell it for me, please?
Keisha Lovejoy, Keisha, Kesha, Lovejoy, Lovejoy.
Excellent. And you said this is your 21st year?
21st year at Rainbow Elementary.
At Rainbow. Rainbow, not just in
Yes.
education, but at Rainbow.
At Rainbow Elementary. I started at Discovery Middle School and Rainbow part-time, and then at the end of that year they gave me the choice and I ran to Rainbow because I love being here with the elementary students.
I love that.
Yes.
Ran to Rainbow.
Yes.
So, in total, how many years have you been teaching?
I've been teaching 21 years.
Oh, okay. So you spent a little stint at Discovery.
Yes, that very first year I was part-time there and part-time here.
Gotcha. Thank you for clarifying that.
Yes.
Why do you do what you do?
Well, my journey started out as a social worker, and as a social worker I was in the school system for a lot of my students, my kids with the state of Alabama, and I fell in love with the special education department and their process. And at the end of my time at DHR, I realized that I wanted to be in education because I felt I had more of an impact there, and I chose special education.
Wow, and you've been doing that all 21 years as well.
Yes, 21 years.
Wow, such a commitment. And you said you initially started off in social work. What is it about you that motivates you to get up every day and come and see the students and teach them essentially?
My love for children. I've always had a love for children from being a student in church ministries, and then having children of my own, then being blessed with these children in the school system. My love for them just continues on.
That is beautiful. What are some of the challenges that you may have with your students?
Sometimes making sure that all of their needs are met, not just their educational needs, but their mental health needs, their physical needs. Sometimes that's a challenge because, sometimes parents can't come through on that end, and I feel like that's my job as their school mom to take care of those needs when they're here with me.
And what grade levels do you take care of?
Currently, I teach 4th and 5th graders.
4th and 5th graders. Okay, so the older kiddos.
Yes.
What do you hope? Because they're in 4th and 5th. They're in their latter years of elementary school, getting ready to go to middle.
Yes.
It's a big pivot. What do you hope that they walk away with when they leave your class?
I really would like for them to carry all of the self-advocacy skills, the executive functioning skills that they've learned here, because I feel like I'm their school mom, and so I try to incorporate those things in them while they're here, but I want them to carry it over into their general education classrooms, whether it be here at Rainbow or whether they carry it over into middle school, being able to advocate for themselves in areas where they are familiar with their plans, and they can advocate for themselves when others aren't as familiar with their plans as they are.
That's good. And my last question, you all are doing an activity now. What are some of the activities that you do in your classroom to get, your students' motor skills going and implementing some good life skills?
Well, I do academics. I do reading, writing, as well as math, but I also do social skills and behavior skills. And right now my kids are engaged in a social skills game, and we're learning how to win and lose and to work together to come to the end.
Beautiful.
I'm excited to introduce this educator. She's been in the classroom for only a year at this school we're about to see, and already her peers are a witness to her impact. They say her students are thriving academically and emotionally, cultivating them for success. Meet this week's Fox 54's top teacher, Tina Rainwater from Sunny Hereford Elementary School in Huntsville.
Welcome to
5, 10, 15, 20, 25,
Tina
30,
Rainwater's
40,
class.
40,
It's her first year here,
Who did an array?
and she teaches 3rd grade.
You go from learning to read to reading to learn, and you kind of figure out how to comprehend what you're learning.
Rainwater has been teaching for a total of 5 years and says a supportive community is where a healthy learning environment starts.
I want to show up for the kids, but also here at Sunny Hereford, it's like a team, and I am surrounded by people who believe in me. And I want to believe in the children. I want to pass it down.
For Rainwater, it all started because she believed she had to fulfill a need.
I chose teaching because I met some students in my neighborhood who had really bad home lives, and they didn't have adults in school either that believed in them. So I wanted to believe in children.
For Principal Taria Walters, Rainwater's belief in her students shows. Walters says Rainwater's nurturing and creative spirit helps them grow.
Ms. Rainwater is a relationship building person, teacher. So she builds capacity in her students. Her lessons are always engaging. She always puts students first, and her compassion to her students is impeccable.
Rainwater says she wants her students to advance to the next grade level, knowing they are capable and equipped for excellence.
I hope that they walk away believing that they can do it, and finding their inner strength, because they all have what they need to succeed. So I hope that they believe in themselves.
Oh yes, congratulations, Mrs. Rainwater. We have the moment she was surprised as a top teacher in her full interview on Fox 54 Plus. Download on your TV, watch for free. Be sure to nominate a teacher on fox54.com.
Tina Rainwater, TinaRainwater.
And you'll look this way at me.
Oh, okay.
Yes, ma'am. And you can just,
Okay.
yeah, you got this. All right, so what grade level do you teach?
I teach 3rd grade.
3rd grade. And how long have you been teaching 3rd grade?
So this is my first year doing 3rd grade.
Wow. And how many years total have you been teaching?
I've been teaching about 5 years.
5 years. So first year teaching 3rd grade, total of 5 years. What did you teach prior to 3rd grade?
Kindergarten.
Oh, wow. Why the jump from kindergarten to 3rd grade?
I was suggested by a friend for this position, so. I chose teaching because I met some students in my neighborhood who had really bad home lives, and they didn't have adults in school either that believed in them. So I wanted to believe in children.
And is Huntsville, this area, your hometown?
It's not. We've been here for about 7 years.
Where are you from originally?
I'm sorry. So I'm from Sylacauga, and then I moved to Birmingham, lived there for 2 years, and then we moved to Huntsville.
And Huntsville has been home ever since.
Yes.
Yes. And what motivates you to get up every day and do what you're doing?
I want to show up for the kids, but also here at Sunny Hereford, it's like a team, and I am surrounded by people who believe in me. So, and I want to believe in the children. I want to pass it down.
And I can see it, you know, the excitement with seeing you be awarded and recognized for your hard work. And we've only been here a year. Tell me about what you all are doing today.
So right now we're doing a number talk, and we're just talking about math, and we're about to do a fractions lesson. So I brought in candy bars to show them different fractions that they might actually see.
That's good. You know, with the kiddos, you have to be hands-on and engaging. You have to use different methods to keep their attention and them being able to grasp the lesson. And those are one of the ways you do it, right?
Yes, ma'am.
My other question for you is, what do you hope your 3rd graders, because 3rd grade is would you say, a very pivotal grade for elementary school kids?
It is. 3rd grade is really, you go from learning to read to reading to learn, and you kind of figure out how to comprehend what you're learning. And also I think maturity really begins in 3rd grade, so they're becoming who they're going to be for their next level of schooling.
That's good. And knowing that, what do you hope they walk away with when they go on to 4th grade?
I hope that they walk away believing that they can do it, and finding their inner strength, because they all have what they need to succeed. So I hope that they believe in themselves.
Excellent. Anything else you want to add about being a teacher? I'll just say one thing.
Mm-hmm.
When I spoke with Mrs. Walter, she says that you're really big on relationship building and that you're very compassionate.
Mm-hmm.
What are some of the ways that you show that for your kids?
I just try to be what they need, and I try to treat them the way that I would want somebody to treat my own children.
Fox 54 Plus has your news, sports, and weather. Start your evening with Fox 54 at 5:30, delivering the latest headlines and live reports straight from the scene. Then stay informed with Fox 54 News at 9, featuring your Tennessee Valley certified most accurate weather impact team, tracking everything from tornado threats to traffic delays during severe weather. Fox 54 Sports Extra brings you more of what sports fans crave, with deeper insights, expert analysis, and all the action that matters most. On Fox 54 Plus, you'll also find Alabama politics, plus 24/7 weather radar and real-time forecasts to keep you ahead of the storm. Looking for a quick recap? Don't miss Fox 54 Week in Review, highlighting the biggest stories of the week. Jumpstart your morning with Morning Rush. Fast-paced news updates featured with uplifting stories from across the globe. Get your entertainment fix with Getting Real, where we break down movie reviews, top 10 lists, and spotlight the newest film. Die Hard fan? Locked On Sports dives deep into the Crimson Tide, the Tigers, college rivalries, and pro action. True crime warrior style? Killer Cases brings you gripping real-life stories that stick with you. Hungry for more? Cooking with Style serves up mouth-watering recipes that are easy to make and impossible to resist. From movie previews before you head to the theater with Take a Look to must-know headlines from across the region and around the world with In the News. Watch all of these shows on demand and also on the Fox 54 News app. Available on Android and iOS devices. Streaming 24/7.
Did you know that you can get weather impact updates 24/7 on Fox 54 Plus? Here's how. Go to Fox 54 Plus on your Roku, Fire TV, Apple TV, or Samsung. Once you're on the main screen, push the down arrow and click on the Fox 54 Plus Weather Impact 24/7 block. Here, you'll find radar, current temperatures and conditions, traffic cams, forecasts, and more, all available on demand. Want to get back to the main channel? Just push the down arrow and click on the 24/7 stream button. It's your weather impact updates 24/7 on Fox 54 Plus. Start streaming today.
There's more to Fox 54 Plus with the Locked On Podcast Network. From the Tide to the Tigers, from college teams to pro, the Locked On Podcast Network gives you insights and analysis you just can't find anywhere else.
These kids, they want to play.
And I don't think so. I think it was Chad Baker Mazzara.
Locked On Sports, streaming every day of the week and right here on Fox 54 Plus.